Yo, what is up, everybody? It is Bro Gets Rich. Welcome to my channel where I talk about real estate, crypto, and stock market investing, and I share some of my real actual investments with you because there's one thing that I hate, and it is influencers or YouTubers or whatever who say they're investing in things but are not. Like, you don't even know. Are they really? Like, who knows? No. On my channel, I share stuff with you. We talk about real things. It is not investment advice. I'm just trying to meet like-minded people and network and grow my net worth. So if you are into that, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, so it's been an interesting time going into the election year. Bitcoin just halved. Some stocks are doing really well, some things aren't. So this is one of my portfolios right here. I've shared most of my main holdings with you before. I'm not going to do like a full breakdown of that right now, but it is basically tech stocks, some Bitcoin ETFs, some actual Bitcoin, Ethereum, some S&P 500 stuff, and some dividend ETFs. So as you can see, we are kind of like a up-down kind of a month. A lot of that is just, due to Tesla. I'm putting about $50 every day into this account, and the two stocks that I am buying every day in this account right now are, so number one, Tesla. I am putting about $25 every day in Tesla. My cost basis is around $205. It is, I think, my largest individual stock position that's not an ETF. So as you can see, like we had that earnings call, things spiked up. I've been saying for a long time, I've been buying Tesla for a long time. I believe in the company long term, but I'm pretty exhausted with buying it all the time. I'd like to, put my resources elsewhere. And once I get back to my cost basis, I'm going to be done with Tesla for a little while and just hold it for, 5-10 years. Thought that time was going to come pretty soon. We got to like $194 right here, but now we're back down to like $171. So I think it's just going to be a really choppy year for Tesla. Prepared to buy it all year, like I've been saying, but I would not mind if I can stop buying Tesla so I can really start getting into this Robinhood income, like dividend ETF, and eventual selling options contracts out of for passive income. That's kind of like, I think, something that I'm really going to put my money towards now. But here we are. It's going to be a rough year. We're just going to dig in and, like I said, buy until we reach our cost basis and then hold for the long term. And the other stock that I've been buying every day in this account, I've been putting $25 a day in the Invesco QQQ. It's been mostly up. We've had this kind of little choppy dip here the last few months, but we're pretty much back towards all-time highs. And I'm just going to keep buying this basically, I think, kind of forever. And after I get 100, 200 shares, which is a lot of money, that's like 45, 90 grand would be, 200 shares. Then I probably will start selling some contracts for passive income, really just focused on building a long-term passive income portfolio right now. Obviously going to buy and hold a lot of things, but I would definitely love to have a really large QQQ position someday and sell contracts. And then the other $50 a day that I'm investing in right now is in my Robinhood ETF portfolio, just buying like SCHD, DGRO, continuing to build a little bit of a cash position that gets 5% interest, and also buying SCHD pretty much every day. And then I've also been kind of like in my stock brokerage account, chipping away at little bits of the Bitcoin ETF just to kind of keep that position going, kind of contribute, my share into the strength of the Bitcoin ETFs. So now we're going to get into some Bitcoin news, but pretty much a bunch of slides of Bitcoin news because that is kind of, the stock stuff. I'm putting pretty much all of my money into the stocks I mentioned just before. But for me, all eyes are on this crypto market and what's going to happen in the next, 6 to 18 months in crypto. So that is kind of where I'm trying not to fuck up at the moment. I really want to make sure I take some profits if this big, juicy bull market comes. Not investment advice, but in full transparency, the cryptocurrencies that I am holding into this bull run, obviously Bitcoin, although I don't plan on selling any Bitcoin. Then I have Solana, Ethereum, Render, and a little bit of Bonk. And I'm probably going to sell pretty much all of those positions would be my goal, minus the Solana that I have actually on the network staking for the long term. But I really, really want to get some crypto profits. So hopefully, fingers crossed, wish me luck, because that would be dope. So if you've been paying attention to crypto, you know that one of the big market suppressors right now is grayscale dumping. So this is, I think, from last week. James from Invest Answers, biggest Bitcoin sell-off in 18 days. Grayscale offloads almost 3,000 Bitcoin. Dump surpasses my purple line trend. Unlikely other ETFs can match inflow. So basically, Grayscale dumped us kind of below this trend line, and the other ETFs couldn't suck up enough Bitcoin to kind of make up the discrepancy. But it looks like Grayscale has slowed down, and a lot of individual buyers on the ETF have come back into the market and showing some strength, so that is good. Benjamin Cohen. So Benjamin Cohen brings up a good point. If you look at ROI after the halving, this is the worst performance Bitcoin has had after the 12 days following the halving. However, this is also the first time Bitcoin was putting in new highs before the halving. So it makes sense that the market is cooling off more than before, right? So this is a different market. Like he just stated, this is the first time we put in a new all-time high pre-halving. So we don't know exactly how this market's going to go. But this cool off is not necessarily bad news. It's just different. We're just going to have to wait and see. From Bitcoin Magazine, former PayPal president David Marcus says Bitcoin is going to be the native currency of AI. We all know how hot AI has been lately, and this is actually not the first time that I've kind of heard this narrative or this thought process, and it totally makes sense. So I have to wait and see how this all plays out. Bitcoin Magazine again, Giga Chad Michael Saylor says waves of corporate acceleration for Bitcoin adoption are coming. Bullish rocket ship. So he just held his Bitcoin for Corporations conference. So that's also super bullish, educating corporations on how to put Bitcoin on their balance sheets. And also we had some hedge fund, I can't even remember how to pronounce it, started with an S, big one, announce in a filing that they hold some IBIT, or the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. And some banks have also come out and said they hold IBIT on their balance sheet. So it seems to be that slowly but surely this cascade is coming. Hong Kong spot crypto ETFs have begun trading, and their issuers say they're not concerned about Ether's security status in the US. So I believe they did launch an Ethereum ETF already. There's a lot of speculation as to whether that would happen or not because of Ethereum's possible security status in the US and the fact that Ethereum ETF in the US, some people think it's going to get approved, some think it's going to get denied, but they don't care, and they seem to be going for it. So talking about what we were talking about a second ago with Saylor, BNY Mellon reports exposure to Bitcoin ETFs, and I believe that was through BlackRock's IBIT. So obviously huge bank. It is happening slowly but surely. Bitcoin Magazine just keep coming out with gold. Jack Dorsey of Block now allows millions of sellers using Square to automatically convert up to 10% of daily sales into Bitcoin using Cash App. So just another clever way that Jack is letting people DCA into Bitcoin. And I believe he said that his company Block is going to also convert 10% of their Bitcoin profits, I think every month or every quarter, into Bitcoin as well. And they already hold like 10,000 Bitcoin on their balance sheet anyway. So they're just the first, adopters of what's likely to happen in the long term. So all eyes on Bitcoin. Really looking forward to this portfolio getting above 50,000 because the next stop will be 100,000. And one thing I've noticed, the higher the number gets, the easier it is to actually keep moving that number up, the first little bit, depending on your investing style. But if you're investing for the long term and you're investing safely, like it can be, the beginning, it feels like you just want big numbers immediately. I know for me, it was like, I just want $100,000 in a portfolio so bad. And it's like, it seems like it takes forever, but you just got to keep grinding. And before you know it, you'll be there. Like I said, I'm investing $100 in the stock market every day right now. And it's been a lot of fun. And I've ran these numbers through compound interest calculators based on the compound annual growth rate of some of the funds I invest in. And, in the next 10, 20 years, it's looking to be all gravy. So let me know down in the comments what you're investing in right now, what you think about the crypto halving. If you're holding cryptos, what you're looking forward to hold. Let me know what your strategies are for the rest of 2024. Like I said, not investment advice. I am Bro Gets Rich. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.